Good morning and welcome to Jeannie's World. I woke up at 3 o'clock this morning, not able to sleep because I had heavy thoughts on my mind. And I tell you, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical advisor. I am just me. I have an opinion on things, whether it's right or it's wrong. And I like to share my opinion. The other day, when I think it was Tuesday, I went to CVS to get my blood pressure monitor that doesn't work. I heard this man tell his friend, I have prostate cancer. I had to touch him and give him a word of wisdom, even though he didn't want it. I felt that need. So I'm waiting in line. This lady walked in, and she must have just been diagnosed with cancer. The word cancer is horrifying. Well, yesterday, when I was at the doctor's office waiting my turn, I met this beautiful, handsome young man. He had stage 3 lung cancer. Lung cancer is very aggressive. My father died of lung cancer. My sister died from lung cancer. Very fast. I got to give him some of my words of wisdom, and we started talking about grounding. Grounding is very good for you. He says, I can't ground. The fire ants bite me. And I says, oh, just pick up a scoop of the fire ants and throw them on the other mound, and they'll go to war because they have to save their queen and they'll kill each other. So don't worry about the fire ants. Let them war. Enjoy watching them fight their war. Now, how I feel about cancer, I am a cancer survivor. And I had esophagus cancer. And I had it in 2010. And I went to the University of Oklahoma, and they did experiment laser on me, and now I'm cancer free. Doesn't mean it's not going to come back, because my acid reflux is one of my bad disciplines. So, but you get cancer, my opinion, you don't have to die. But you have to sacrifice. In my opinion, chemo is the greatest sacrifice, because you know that chemo is going to destroy your body, and you're going to suffer so much more than you would with the cancer. So if my esophagus cancer comes back, I did my biopsy here. We'll just cut it out. But I know I'm going to ramble a lot. They say, you have cancer. You're going to die. So eat what you want. Eat ice cream. Eat cookies. Drink Cokes. Enjoy your life. This is your last moments. Well, the truth is, you should enjoy your life. But there's a lot of nutrients our body needs that cancer needs too. So you need to get to your dietitian, your nutritionist, whatever. Get you a good diet. Eat the best foods that you can eat. Get your health up. Let's see, I made some notes if I can read them. Number one, cancer loves sugar, blood sugar. It can just feed all it can. It eats 100 to 50 to 100% more sugar than your normal cells do. You have to have blood glucose, that's for sure, because that's what your brain lives on. So how do you counter that? You take away all the added sugars. You eat good high fiber carbohydrates. If you have to eat bread, whole grains. Eat whole fruits. Let's see. I want to ask this stupid. What are the best fruits for fighting cancer? Okay, here's a website on Google that says there's 20 foods that'll kill cancer. Well, for fighting cancer. Let's don't say kill. And it's going to be one of these that I have to hit the next button. Leafy greens. We've always been told to eat leafy greens. They have a good source of vitamins in them. So when you sit down to eat, make you a nice salad to go with your meal. You don't feel like eating? Juice it. Get those green vegetables in your juicer and drink them. I dehydrated spinach, carrots. If you got good teeth, carrots are wonderful. Fish is full of omega-3s. I mean, if you want to read this, you know, you can Google it. I'm just doing the list. Broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. Very good for you. Berries, raspberries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries. That's got a lot of vitamin C in it. Walnuts. I eat a lot of walnuts. I eat too many peanuts, though. I need to stop eating the peanuts and start eating the walnuts. Beans. Beans and lentils are very good for you. There's a special way you cook them. You soak them, you throw off the water, and then you partially cook them and you throw off the water, and then you cook them again. But lentils, they were kicking up my blood sugar because I was cooking them wrong. So there's a special way to cook beans, and they're very good for you. They're very, very good for you. Let's see. Whole grains, like I said before. But, you know, limit your whole grains, because that could be a high carbohydrate equals high glucose. We don't want high glucose. You like your coffee? Learn to love it black. Don't add all those additional things in it. To beat cancer, remember your key word is sacrifice. Maybe you already chose chemo. Okay? Already you're making a sacrifice because it's making you miserable. But while you're miserable, eat your good foods. You can't eat? Get you some good bone broth with some vegetables cooked in it. Snack on some frozen grapes. Grapes are very good for you. It doesn't matter the color. Grapes are very good for you. A little cupful for snacking. You can eat so well and be so happy and not having any sugar in your body. Dark chocolate. Not milk chocolate, but dark chocolate. The chocolate, cacao. The more cacao that has in it, the better. Everybody loves chocolate, but they don't like dark chocolate. You just need a little piece of dark chocolate. You don't need a lot. And it makes that many health benefits. I have a powdered cacao I put in my smoothie I'm drinking now. You need to learn my discipline, I'm telling you. Fermented foods. You know, you need something to do. Make your own sauerkraut. It is so easy, and they got a really good recipe on YouTube. And that fermented food is so good. Putting the probiotics in your body. You need probiotics. You need prebiotics. You know, you need anything for that gut that's going to help. Sauerkraut, fermented food, pickles, anything that's fermented. Enjoy. Garlic. Garlic's when you crush it and you let it sit for 15 minutes, and then it's got that allicin in it, and it does amazing things. You know, I'm just giving you general information, because if I give you all the information, we'll be on this video for hours, and I have a lot to say. Turmeric. I eat a lot of turmeric. You need good quality turmeric, and you need to add black pepper to it, because the black pepper really helps the turmeric activate itself. I love turmeric. I even got in my doTERRA, I have the bottle of turmeric. So you could order that essential oil. I'll put my website in my description if you want to buy the essential turmeric. Turmeric is so good for you. And I even sell the little bottle of black pepper. Okay, this one says green tea. But I also heard that black tea is effective too. I myself, I have difficulty drinking green tea. Maybe I should sacrifice more? Probably. So I'll fix me a cup of green tea this morning instead of my coffee. Tomatoes. Onions. The red onions, I think, are better than the white and yellow onions. But eat the onions that you like. Eat them raw, saute them, bake them. And you can bake them with your garlic. Baked garlic is really good. Olive oil. Everybody talks about olive oil. But it has to be the good quality olive oil. It can't be the trash that the grocery stores sell. It needs to be good. And cinnamon. I eat a lot of cinnamon. I've never noticed very much from the cinnamon, but maybe it's working so that I just don't notice. Flaxseed. I started my flaxseed yesterday. I'm doing my chia seeds, but I'm doing my flaxseed starting yesterday. What is number 20? Fruits, citrus fruits. You know, if you really got to have that cold drink, you really got to hydrate yourself, Get your favorite drink. I like pineapple juice because pineapple does so many marvelous things to the body. And dilute it with water and fill it up with crushed ice. Enjoy it. But don't drink too much. But quench that thirst. As you're going through this horrible thing, eat like a queen. Eat like a king. Eat for your health. Let's see if I can find the name of this website. But you know, all you have to do is Google what you need. The internet is your best source. Okay. Now that we know we have to eat, and we have to eat the right foods. Now, number one killer is stress. You have to limit your stress. Even if you don't have cancer, stress can kill you. It's called a silent killer. We got to learn how to meditate. Meditate through prayer. Meditate with music. Sing. Oh gosh, do you know how healing singing is? They say, laugh, love, live, laugh, and love. That is another one of your basic medications. You got to live your life to the fullest. Walk on that beach. You get your grounding from, draw up those ions into your body. You get the sun, and the sun gives you the vitamin D that your body needs. You sit and you laugh hard, and you laugh long, and that gives you your endorphins. That gives you that up feeling, that really good feeling. You know, it's easy to be sick when you're negative. It's hard to be sick when you're positive. You gotta stay positive. I'm not saying this is an easy task. I'm calling this a sacrifice. This is a sacrifice that you have to make. You don't feel like laughing? Turn on Lucy Ball or Desi Arnaz, Bob Hope, Phyllis Dillard. Find something that makes you laugh. The more you laugh, the more happy you're going to be, the more your body is going to feel better. And remember, don't stress. Meditate. Prayer and singing is a form of meditation. If you just can't sit there and put those good intentions into your mind, sing your favorite song. Sit in the grass. Do your Tai Chi wrong. You know, do something that makes you feel good. And there was another thing. Let's see if I can find it. Probably need to go to YouTube. But frequencies. I sometimes I don't get my downloads good the way I want to when it comes to my description. I have to go back and fill it out because I'm not feeling good. But I will put a link to YouTube for why frequencies work. So for cancer, you need at least 100,000 hertz. And you listen to this as often and you meditate it. Put it on in the background and go from there. You know, we all have a purpose on earth. I don't know what my purpose is at the moment. My nickname was Genie Fix. Every time somebody was sad or something, go, Genie, I need a genie fix. Well, I need a genie fix too. And I got my genie fix through your prayers. Yesterday, when I went to the dermatologist for my wound care, she found a stick in my foot that big. I put it on Facebook. I put it on YouTube so you can see the stick. How could I stay in the hospital for 15 days with a stick in my foot that big? But your prayers that came in, prayers are very, very powerful. So sometimes it's our calling to die. We were born to die. Sometimes we die very young and sometimes we die very old. But we have to remember the quality of life. Life in itself is a sacrifice. Sometimes we don't want to be happy because the stresses of the world is too much. That's when you go sit on the grass and sing your favorite song. And another thing that I was talking about the other day that I thought was very important, because the internet throws me information all the time. And I kept using the word beriberi. Well, if you're on chemo, most likely you have beriberi. If you're taking metformin, you may have beriberi too. And this is a fat-soluble vitamin B1, and I'll put a link in there where it tells about this. You need this vitamin. It helps your mood. It gives you energy. I mean, this is a very important nutrient to your body. Now, you're going to get the water-soluble vitamin B1 out of your foods and from your nutritional yeast or anything, but add this one. And another thing that we do that destroys our body's insects, aspirin, Tylenol, and things like that. Well, I don't take those. I do my deep blue. I find when I'm in pain, I don't suffer from pain very much, but 2 of these tablets is all I need. Maybe 30, 40 minutes later, maybe I need 1 more. And it knocks my pain for a loop. This is something I sell on my website for doTERRA. My doTERRA.com, windchild24. I'll put that in my description too. But stay away from insects if you can. Put only good, whole things in your body. Food is medicine. You know, I started taking this on Tuesday, and I felt I take this all the time. Not very much. I've had this bottle probably over a year. There's more in there, but it works so well, I don't need that much. I started taking this on Tuesday, and I already feel a difference in my body. I'm having blurred vision. I'm not sure why, but my blood pressure is low. It's supposed to be on cancer. I told you I'm a cancer survivor. My sister did not survive her cancer. And God bless me that I was her genie fix. I had a temper tantrum. I took off for Texas. Boom. I found my sister, and she was dying. I stayed with her till her last breath. I wanted to tell her, Linda, please don't do chemo. Please, please don't do chemo. You're going to die anyway. Why should you be miserable and have 2 more months of life? Please don't do it. I didn't tell her that, but that's how I felt, because she's the one who had to make her decision if she wanted to just live her life to the fullest or do the chemo of hopes for 2 more months of life and be miserable. Well, she talked to some people in the Kiowa Casino in Oklahoma when we took a road trip. And she came back and decided not to do the chemo. And She went to the hospital. These people are so rude and so crude. They had her sign a death certificate, and then they put her on hospice. That's pretty bad. You're going to die and you got to sign your own death certificate? Excuse me? Don't send anybody to palliacare, because they don't let you go in with your loved one, and they tell you stuff that you really don't need to hear. What you need to hear: I have to sacrifice and eat right. I have to sacrifice and exercise. I have to sacrifice and love. I have to sacrifice and laugh and live my life to the fullest. Anyway, with Linda, her daughter had put her in a nursing home knowing that she had lung cancer. She put her mother in the nursing home, and she said, "You stay here till you die." Well, me and my sister took her out. She didn't need to be there till she died. But when she refused the chemo, we started vitamin C therapy because we needed to give Linda hope. You have to have hope. And her blood cells were coming out of her bones, and it was called T-drop. So those blood cells started to normalize under the vitamin C therapy. I don't think you can get vitamin C therapy in Florida, but I know for a fact that you can get it in Texas and probably some other states. So if I develop cancer, I'm going to Texas, going to use up my credit card on vitamin C therapy because it works. The doctors will tell you it don't work. So you get your nutrients, you do what you have, and you sit down. In Texas, when you do the therapy, that you get to sit in a room with people and talk and laugh, and that's good. Don't drink alcohol. That's a sacrifice. Don't smoke. That's a sacrifice. Drink your coffee. No sugar, no cream. Because the biggest sacrifice is all is going through the killing chemotherapy. And they're going to tell you things you don't need to do that you do need to do. You know, they're telling my sister in chemo, "Oh, you can eat anything you want. It doesn't matter. Food matters." Even I've gone on a protein diet to help me heal. I'm trying to keep liquids, to not have my digestive system take all the energy of working, and these nutrients, the bone broths and the protein shakes and everything, they get in my body and they work. I'm going to be 75 years old in a little over a month. I don't know what's going to do with my life. I don't know the purpose of my life. Maybe the purpose of my life is talking to you in these mornings when I can't sleep. But anyway, I think I've told this story before. My sister-in-law, she got lung cancer. And they did all that radiation on her, and they burned her to death. She was dead in 2 months. But she ate a lot of corn. She even fried her green salad. Don't fry your green salad. Eat it fresh. You know? Don't eat your fried foods. You know? Get your potatoes. If you got to fry them, air fry them, and cook them in a quality oil. Don't use vegetable oil. Vegetable oil is the #1 killer, in my opinion, and the opinion of a lot of other people. Use quality oils. You know, while you're busy eating your good foods, your strong foods, don't take the cake, but maybe have a little bit of rice, maybe a little bit of potatoes. a lot of yams, sweet potatoes. No sugar, no sweet potato pie for you, because remember, you're sacrificing for your health, and you're eating your food, and your food is your medicine. Myself, I got a long way to go, but I am a cancer survivor, and I lost 50 pounds, but not because of the cancer. It was because I moved to shakes, and I moved to bone broth, and things that were good for my digestive system. After my sister-in-law got cancer, and she died so fast, my brother-in-law got cancer. They told him, go home and die. You only have 6 months to live. Okay? Then my husband passes out. And so I don't know what's wrong with him, but if he passes out, and he just had open heart surgery, he had a valve replacement, he had Cabbage Patch heart, he had all of this stuff. And I says, okay, you're getting new blood vessels, so whatever's going on, it has to be related to your heart. So we went to the heart doctor, and the heart doctor came in. He was very sad, and he says, you have renal cancer. Your survival rate is 5%. I went, when is he going to die? I don't know, but he's got 5% survival rate. It don't give me much hope, but I fed him well, and I monitored his smoking. I told him, I says, you can't smoke. Every once in a while I caught him. I didn't say much. Maybe I should have been firmer on him, and maybe I should have said no to the chemo. I loved Bob so much. I'm going, whatever it takes, Bob, for you to get well, you're going to get well. Anytime he went into the chemo room, everybody got happy when Bob walked in. Bob was marvelous. And they forgot about their cancer while they were with Bob. Bob's what you call a BSer. He tells tales. But all this, he was doing the chemo pill every night, and he was doing the chemotherapy every Tuesday. And he never got better. He got worse and worse and worse. If I could have afforded vitamin C therapy, he would have got it. I don't know if they do it in Oklahoma. I would have. I remember they had some kind of intravenous therapy that was supposed to help with cancer. I can't remember what it was, but I was willing to try that. But Bob wasn't working. I wasn't working. There's no money coming in the house. We asked his children to help. That's the saddest day I can remember, when they said no. No, we can't afford to help you live, Daddy. You're just going to have to go off and die. But you did. But anyway, I can't exactly remember when he got the cancer, but I think he had it for 14 months. And then an aneurysm killed him. Cancer didn't kill him. The chemotherapy killed him. So now I do my 40 days of mourning. My last day of, I figured, if my math was correct, my last day of mourning was February the 14th, because my girlfriend wanted me to go dancing. I says, I can't go dancing until February the 14th. So there's the brother-in-law. This is 14, 15, 16 months later. He's still hanging in there. No chemo. I don't know what he was eating. I don't know what he was doing, but he was still hanging in there. if he was eating right and he was exercising and he was letting go of his stress, and he still might be here today. Anyway, the next February the 14th, I go to that man's funeral. He had to be doing something right. I don't know what he was doing because he lived over by Texarkana, so that was a long way from me. But he outlived Donna. He outlived Bob. And he did nothing. Did he do the things that he needed to do? I don't know. But I do know that the vitamin C therapy for Linda really improved her blood. But sadly, it was too late for the vitamin C therapy to help Linda. After we started the vitamin therapy, I think Linda died 1 month later. The doctor said, you're going to die in 3 months, and she did. I find being with Linda her last days was the greatest joy for me. I learned so many things about my sister I did not know. And we loved and we laughed. And we did our physical therapy, and we went for walks. We would go to the Texas Roadhouse, Texas Steakhouse. They would give Linda her steak free. Didn't matter if we went 3 times a day. Linda always got to eat for free. I had to pay, but that's okay. Her last days in her life, she was happy. And if I had known before that she was sick and not waited for the last minute, my Linda would be with me. As for Bob, I think the chemotherapy was a bad choice. Did it make him live longer, die sooner? I don't know, but I know he was miserable. Linda, she was due the radiation, and they went in aggressive on her. So anyway, in my non-medical opinion, everybody has cancers in their body, and the cancers live on what we live on. But if we don't give them sugar, and you can get into intermediate fasting, because fasting, I didn't go into that one, and I mean, that's very long, and that's something you really should research, because the longer you can go without eating, the more you starve those cancer cells, the more the bad cells die off and the new cells come in. You know, fasting is very, very good for you. But the key word I'm saying is sacrifice. Sacrifice. Giving up your sugars, giving up your Coca-Colas, giving up your sweet alternatives. You know, if you got to have sugar, eat sugar. Don't eat the chemical sugar. No, you might want an ice cream. You know, this is low carb. Stick a banana in it, put it in the smoothie, put it in the freezer and stir it, make it into ice cream. And you'll be happier and you'll live longer. So, I'm sure I didn't say everything that I wanted to say, but that beautiful young man was on my mind, and I didn't get to tell him about the vitamin C therapy. I'm a big believer in that. Just so if you have cancer, or you think you get cancer, or somebody has cancer that you love, Don't let them eat anything they want. Fix them a cancer-killing diet. Hold on to that one. Make them laugh every time they turn around. Find something positive. Build something. Bob was always building something. You know, you have to keep that smile on your face. Do not stress. Remember, stress is the #1 killer. You may be conquering that cancer in your body, but you're sad and you're worried and you don't know what you're going to do. Oh, poor me. And the more you say, oh, poor me, you become, oh, poor you. But if you lighten up, I get up every day and I dress up. I have nowhere to go. I tried driving my car yesterday and I had to come home and park it again. But get up every morning, get dressed. I don't wear makeup, but if I did, that would be one of the first things I did in the morning is put on my makeup. Take my shower, put on a pretty dress or a pretty outfit that I need for the day. Yesterday I played with my rabbits and I think he turned his cage over again, so I have to go check on him. Love, live, laugh. You know, fall in love every time you get. And please, give me your comments on how you defeated cancer or how your friend defeated cancer. And then we can take this advice and we can put it anywhere we want, that we teach other people. Don't stress. Live your life to the fullest. Is your work on earth done? Did you do what God wanted you to accomplish? Or do you have another 20, 30 years to live if you just sacrifice eating whole foods, good foods, and exercising? Because now I got that stick out of my leg. My leg feels much better, so I'm going to have to start working on my energy, and I think this is going to help with my energy. So I'm doing everything that I can nutritionally with vitamins, whatever. I'm on an antibiotic. I don't like it, but I got to do it. So sometimes you have to do what you have to do. And I don't believe chemo's the thing to do. I still think you need a doctor. You still need guidance. I think holistic care is better than Western care. But some of us can afford it, and some of us, our fear is just too great. So probably I would say get you a counselor to work on your fear and to work on your stress. You want to have a good mind, good heart, happy face. You don't feel like smiling? Get in front of the mirror. Keep turning those corners of your mouth up. When it takes more muscles to frown than it does to smile. But when you turn the corners of your mouth up, the endorphins come down. It gives you a happy mood. Because I used to suffer from depression very badly, and I go. And then when I was taking care of my sister in Texas, not my sister, my niece, she was so depressed. And I tell her, hee hee. I was there with her for 2 months. And the hee, it worked. It really worked. When somebody's sad, hee. They got to hee you back because you kind of look funny. What the hell is hee? And you can even go ha. Because look, ha, hee. It turns the corners of your mouth up. I'm rambling now. I really don't want to sign off, but I know there's hope. And it's just, I love it when you like my comment, when you like my videos. I love that thumbs up. And when I see the membership, the subscribers going up, that makes me happy too. I know I'm no big deal, so I never go to the point of saying like, share, and subscribe. But they all make me happy. And I love the comments. If I don't love the comments, I just delete them because there's so many negative people. And we don't want any negativity in our lives. We want happy, loving people in our lives. And I have so many subscribers that are exactly that. I love you, my subscribers. And I'm going to quit rambling. God bless. Have a great day, and I'm going back to bed. I got a date with Mr. Feather today. It's Friday. Don't know where we're going to go eat, but we're going to go find a new restaurant. And you enjoy your day with whoever you love or whatever you love.